Welcome back to Just Drive It. Today we're pulling the engine back out of the Huevo Ranchero to finish up the stuff that we couldn't finish up while we were in Idaho at Bear Rose's place, so come along with us. Now the other day the boys did some work on it, and we've got the footage and a video ready for that, where they changed out the timing chain, put a new fuel pump eccentric on it, reinstalled the gasket and the timing cover so that it would be in place. Brand new fuel pump is on there, and they reinstalled the harmonic damper, however you want to call it. What we're going to do today is we're going to be removing this engine back out again. Now, yes, there's a reason there's a header there instead of an exhaust manifold, and we'll go into that when we get to that point. But the boys are going to be doing the work here. I'm just going to be hopefully pointing more than actually doing the work. Come along with us. All right, so what they're going to be starting with is they're coming off with the carburetor, and they're going to be putting on this lift plate here. They will end up having to come back down through here. There's a motor mount bolt on that side. I'm not sure if there is on that side. I think we left that one out.
Yeah, it looks like there is.
But there's one over here that they're going to be taking out. So get with it, boys. Let's start it. You can definitely tell that they're brothers because they can't stop bickering. And you might not want to sit on the AC system piece right there. Consider it's not bolted in.
Oh, I've been sitting on this one.
Right there.
Yeah, I've been sitting on it.
And you're pushing it into the motor. Okay, go ahead. If you want to, sit a little bit farther forward. No, you can be up there. All right, hold up. If you look back in there, it looks like the we're gonna have to get up in there. Yep, there is a speedometer cable up in there that they're looking for. Are these nuts that go on the stud for for the torque converter. So that is what they're going to be working on. They're going to take each one of those off. Well, this is good thing we actually came back in and looked at this. There were actually some old ball bearings in between this and where the original throwout bearing was. One of the other things that we're going to have to end up doing is we'll take these out one at a time, throw some Loctite on it, and then put it back together. So should be good. All right, the boys are going to be taking off the oil pan now. Been working on cleaning as well as some of the other stuff. Yeah, don't lose those. There's 2 on the front, 2 on the back. And please don't get underneath this thing too, bud. Reach up underneath there, support the oil pan, Judah. You got it? Put it behind you with the rest of them. Here's one more. Right up here. Alright, drop it down. Alright, we're going to clean out the oil pan real quick, clean it up, clean up the rails, and get ready to put the oil pan gasket back in. Instead of going with the cork, we actually have a Permatorque one that's really nice, that's reusable. Okay, Ian has got these pieces here, and as you can see, he's already got one in, and he's actually put in a second one Actually, I think I'm going to make Judah put one in too on the back.
Yes.
It's going to be harder though. You'll see it right. There's a hole right there. Go ahead and get it started right and then go on in.
That's good.
You got it all the way in?
Yep.
All right. Ian, you got yours in?
There's just one more.
You got one more on the back. Let's go ahead and put that on. Okay, now what you want to do is you've got this gasket here and it's going to come out like this. You want that hole there, push up until it clicks. Do the same thing on each one. Okay, even though you've got them like that, you're still going to have to make sure that if you look in here, there's actually a rib. You're not going anywhere on this one because you didn't take the old one out. This back one, let's look. Yeah, the back one actually went up in there. You're going to have to pull out the black piece on this, which is this one right here. That's why that didn't kick in.
Oh, I see.
You see what I mean? Got to make sure that kicks into that little notch right there. There's a little notch right here, Ian. See?
Yeah, I see.
You got to check the back and make sure it does the same exact thing. Okay? You got it in?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Let's see. No, you... Okay, now that those are in, you can do one of two things. Since this is a removable style and it's actually got a pretty good deal, you can get away with not doing it. But normally, you want to put silicone right there. I think we'll try without it since we know we can take it back apart. Okay, they're lining up the dowels, and what they'll end up doing is pushing it up till it clicks again. And those actually hold those up in place. Now what they can do is they can get the smaller 7/16 heads and start putting those back on and go around, and once they get all those kind of snugged up but not tight, then they can pull out the blue pieces. You can use a screwdriver to do so because it's got an end put in it. You can kind of see right there. You unscrew those and you're good to go. So we're gonna let them get back at it. All right, so I didn't record putting the transmission back to it, but I was shocked. That transmission actually went right back on easier than it really should have, but everything's bolted back up. We just got to put the main cover underneath it and start working on motor mounts. But you can see the color that they decided to go with, and we still got to do valve covers and intake manifold, but to each their own. Okay, I had some extra plugs left over, gallery plugs, and I put those in the smog openings on those two cylinder heads. I'm hoping they will stay in place like that. We'll see as we drive it. If it comes out, then I'll take and thread them and put something else in them. But those went in tight, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, now that we're about to drop this back in, now to jump on the proverbial messed up point. The other one's good, but you can see here now, we've got cracking all in, and it's been there for a while, even right in here. And it goes all the way around, back in here, on this manifold. Now, do I have another one of these manifolds? I probably do. I even have some truck manifolds that would be better than these. But I only want to do exhaust once. So that's where we got all of these other pieces out. Now, I know this set here will fit. However, there is a spot right here that I have to put a patch on. There's two little holes right there. So I'm going to try to see if I can hold off and not put that in. I checked this one. This one is actually for a Mustang and should fit this year. But what I found on it is right here, there's a tab. Now I could move that tab right there, but that tab makes contact with this point right here on this shorty header. I have this set of shorty headers that would work. This set will not. They kick out too far and make some major problems. This is actually a Fox body shorty right here. I've been saving these to go on the GT40P heads that I've got because I know they fit. This set of long tubes, they're a set of Hedmans. They're actually for a Fox body as well. We're actually looking at possibilities of cutting the flange off of these if they will work right, and welding the proper flange onto these for a B body with a 318 poly for Jason Falk. Now, I don't have a mock-up engine yet, but I know that these are going to be causing a problem as well because I've already tried to look at them. These may be what go on, and I'm going to try to see if I can because they're a newer one, but it all comes into these header tubes right here, and whether or not they make contact with the firewall or some of the other areas. So as we set this thing down in there, we're going to have to set this in and see if we can juggle it around. I can get this one in without having to lift the engine or anything else like that. It actually will fit in from below. That one, I couldn't quite get it in, but if we move the engine around before we set it down on its mounts, I think it'll actually work. So that's what this is looking at now. Unfortunately, this is broke. I do have a Y pipe that would have worked with these specific manifolds, but with all the cracks and everything in this one's just, it's done. The other one is absolutely perfect. There was no issues on it, and that actually kind of surprised me because I tend to have more trouble with that side there, but that is perfect. So those are our options on this one, and we're about to start putting this engine back in. All right, so they will fit. That's the huge deal right there. And yeah, we got roosters crowing. So those are gonna fit. We still got to deal with this motor mount on this side of the engine, which really isn't that bad because really with the way the engine torques, it torques to that side. So the one you really want down is over there. And we're gonna have to redo transmission mount because transmission mount I found is just a little off. But some header bolts and those will go up, and we'll do exhaust once, and that's my big deal there. Unfortunately, that was cracked by using those other ones. This one actually I think fits a little bit better, especially right here, but it has issues. It's got a couple rusty spots on it. The other side doesn't, but I kind of like to go together. So this one fits in perfect, fits good, no issues. Starters fitting in there. Same with the other one. So they'll have a set of headers on this, and I guess they won't have a 4-barrel. They'll have a 2-barrel, but that'll at least get them started. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Got a stock cam in it. You like it?
Yes.
You approve?
Yes.
I do. I second it.
You second it? All right. Well, that's pretty much the end of today's stuff that we're going to be doing, other than we'll put the hood back on and close this thing back down. It's been a long day. We've put 2 engines in. One of them we actually had to take out first, which is this one. So it's ready to go for the next section of our assemblies. So remember, if you like this, please like, subscribe,
Rumble.
rumble if you're on Rumble, and remember, just drive it.